Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Avowed with me, BringItDon. Let's go find the ambassador and the claviger.
Odd. Didn't used to be this overgrown. I can take care of that if you want.
Pepper's log. We should be seeing bears in Dawnshore, not this time of year. Either the seasons have gone mad, or the bears have. Tracked one of them to a pillar of Adra. Was it my imagination, or was the creature praying? Something's very wrong out here. It'd be dangerous to sneak in for a closer look, but danger never stopped me before.
I'm always telling visitors we're not as crazy as they've heard.
Oh, right beside me. A dirt speckled amulet. A small dingy amulet with a tag on the back. My dear Vaulter, yours always. Worth more in sentiment than coin. Vaulter is the merchant down by the docks.
Here it comes.
I got a bad feeling about whatever that bear's chomping on.
Bodega! Quick and quiet.
That's a bad way to go.
Who's ready for more?
It's almost like the brambles are trying to crush that house. Quiet as the depths.
Good one!
I wasn't actually sure if I could parry that attack. Turns out I can. I mean, it's not red. I see the little yellow flash. I'm like, oh, I gotta get out of here. New boots we haven't seen. BringItDon boots, plus 10 maximum health. Merchant's Journal. Something's changed in the Living Lands. Used to be that an honest merchant could come and go as they please. Now if it isn't the Zarps, it's the bears. And if it isn't the bears, it's the bandits. If it isn't the bandits, it's the tree folk. Feels like civilization's getting pushed out like a sliver of glass. Enough is enough. I'm hopping onto the first ship back to the Eastern Reach. Might as well stop and gather some mushrooms on my way out, so it isn't a total loss.
Zarps. They don't usually venture out here. Wonder what's got them riled up.
Nice!
I got you, buddy. Field notes. I still can't believe the claviger asked me to join him for the journey to the Strangleroot. Finally, someone that understands the importance of properly documenting the strange phenomena of this island. Written below will be my shorthand notes that I shall compile into a proper report upon a return to Paradis. Flora density vastly exceeds expected levels. Fungal growth present throughout much of the Strangleroot. Roots possibly targeting man-made structures, somehow. Latent essence levels abnormally high. Fauna unnaturally aggressive. Zarps seem... The last letter ends with a long streak of ink, and a splash of blood covers the rest of the page.
Something here feels off.
Coming in hot. Unseen. Glad you're on my side.
The scourge invades. Claw it out.
Could just leave.
It breathes. It is close.
That's the claviger. What happened?
Are you blind? We're being hunted. Get rid of the band. We'll talk after.
Alright, letter to the claviger. Claviger Amond. Unfortunately, I cannot dispatch any of my animancers to your grove. Not until you can guarantee their safe passage. The enduring presence in Paradis has complicated our diplomatic relations, but you already knew that when you built them an embassy. Ignacy Vidalro, Governor of Eora Mes Avowed.
Are you blind? We're being hunted. Get rid of the band. We'll talk after.
Take your best shot.
That was a red one. Gotta watch out for that. Oh, did I parry the red attack? Oh no, he got stunned, I think, in the middle of it.
it, you monstrosity! Well done!
What happened to that bear?
My savior. Oh, thank the gods. Your arrival couldn't have been more timely.
I like a couple of these options. A wink. I'll thank the gods. Well, he can't see me wink anyway, that makes no sense. I stare at him quizzically. You call this timely? People have died.
Good people. And a good claviger.
And a capable one. Eamon was no stranger to these wilds. He seemed worried last time we spoke. Now I see why.
Ambassador Falchion Heelguard at your service. And you must be our Imperial envoy. Better late than never, I say.
Alright, I have an urgent missive from the Emperor for you, Ambassador.
Well, keep it close until we're back at the embassy. I prefer to take bad news in the comfort of my office. Aren't you going to introduce me to your capable companion? Can he be trusted?
Trusted with what exactly?
Well, anything. You might have noticed the Empire doesn't have many friends on these shores.
Hey, not with that attitude?
I'm charmed. I take it you had business with the claviger? Poor fellow. It was the bear that killed him, of course. This wilderness has been a little too wild of late.
I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, that bear had the Dream Scourge. I'm sure of it.
I'm no woodsman, but I'm inclined to agree. We heard alarming reports of a blight in the wilderness, and a strange corruption moving toward the city. The changes in the ecosystem are expected, but this one was progressing too rapidly to ignore. We tracked the corruption all the way here, but all we found was that creature gone mad.
It's not madness, it's an illness. A malady of the soul.
So, the rumors of plague were true. The situation is more dire than I imagined. We need a plan of action before whatever this is consumes the living lands.
We are here. Come to us. Commune with us. We have waited for you. Come.
What's the matter? Can you hear me?
I'm fine, Ambassador. How are you?
But you... Very well, if you say so. The Emperor trusts your judgment, and so do I. Whatever you think is best, I'll support it. You know something of our troubles. That much is clear. What would you have us do?
I'm gonna try something with the Adra. Hi. Be prepared to catch me if I pass out.
Right behind you.
Oh, just be careful. The Emperor would never forgive me if anything happened to you.
Take it slow. We'll be right here.
Well, first things first. Things I can throw. I'm unflinching duty.
Poor bastard. One of Ludwine's toy soldiers. Never even learned their name. Not that it would have done us any good.
Would it be under weapons? Yeah. Unflinching duty, so lesser glancing strikes, 5% chance to avoid melee damage, and less repeat conditioning, plus 20 maximum stamina. One of the greatest honors an Endearing soldier can receive is to be given this shield, said to have been wielded by one of the original spearmen of the Thornwall Phalanx. When a soldier willingly goes into a dangerous, unknown situation with slim chances of survival, and comes back to tell the tale, this is their reward. Despite its age, the quality of this shield's craftsmanship is apparent, and on more than one occasion has it turned aside what would have been a mortal strike, seemingly of its own accord. Well, now I want to use that. I like my hammer, but also... There. We'll rock this for a bit.
It is you. Come closer. We feared you were but a dream. We wake from seasons of slumber. We have been waiting.
We? Who are you?
A colony of insects. The many united by one purpose. Mycelia twining through the loam, taking and giving in equal measure. We are the ache in the land, the roots that run deep. And you are familiar to us. Our memories are fractured, but you too are alone in your strangeness.
Alright. So I already have a couple theories. One, when Aethys broke the wheel, something happened with the gods and maybe they forgot who they were. And so this is an amnesiatic god. Or two, it's a new god. Don't know how that would have come about though. I think back to all the lore that we learned in Pillars of Eternity 1 and 2. Alone in my strangeness indeed. If I'm familiar to you, you know whose godlike I am.
Godlike? This term means nothing to us. But why would you belong to another, shackled to their will? Shackled like us to rot and corruption. It spreads and festers and seeps and crawls. Poor bear, poor us, poor you.
Fort Northreach, the bear, this place. It's the same plague, isn't it?
Yes, the air sings with its spores. It is everywhere. We can feel it. We fear it. We can see where it spreads. It is an infection. A foreign body invades. The host fights back. We feel the pain of this intrusion. It overwhelms us. If an animal sickens after a fight, as it howls and sings its agony, what do you do?
Put the poor thing down so it doesn't cause harm to itself or anyone else.
Death. Because some things might be pruned, some branches cut to save the tree. Envy. How much we envy the loving dead, peaceful under the flowers.
I think my second theory's more likely to be the case because no one who knows who's godlike we are. So it wouldn't make sense for us to be the godlike of a god that has existed but forgot who they are. Look, I can't see what's wrong with the Strangleroot. Can you help me, or can you help or not?
The rot festers. We could suck the poison out, let green things grow in its place, and we could give you the gift of our healing touch. But a favor for a favor. Would you help us in return when we ask it?
It depends. What do you want?
We offer you the power to heal and be healed, and you would wheedle and bargain? Decide, do you wish this power or not?
No, I'm not making a deal. Screw the gods.
Go then. We would have given you such a gift, but you scorn us. Face your perils alone, but do not call for us in your need.
Alright, Godlike's Will, Godlike ability passive. And a bonus ability point is spent in the Fighter, Ranger, or Wizard ability trees.
You alright? You look like you were in a trance for several minutes.
What happened? What can you recall? Spare no detail.
I experienced a metaphysical spasm followed by a brief vision.
An attack on your very soul. Well, such an event could have killed someone, or worse.
Be careful where you go saying that. Nowadays, that kind of talk makes people nervous.
Inquisitor Ludwine will need to hear of this. I've agreed to share my findings with the Strangleroot, as long as they do the same. Not that she has any interest in ecology. Ludwine is obsessed with our security. Sees enemies lurking around every corner.
Shouldn't the Strangleroot report to us?
The Strangleroot provide us some much-needed protection, but they answer only to themselves. We have our interest in the living lands, and they have theirs. A mutually beneficial arrangement. Stay out of their way, and they'll return the favor.
I guess we'll see.
Ah, you're going to be troublesome, aren't you? At least you're on our side. We'll talk more at the embassy. I'll ensure the Paradis militia give you free passage into the city. The loss of the claviger will be felt in every corner of Paradis.
Ooh, 3 points. So I kind of like this as well. Oh, I can't pick the second rank of abilities. Alright. So for the Ranger, we have Shadowing Beyond. Channel the Beyond, becoming invisible and draining essence until your next combat action. Piercing Thrusts. Power attacks with daggers, swords, and spears deal plus 25% damage. Finesse. Increase damage with one-handed melee weapons by 25%. Marksmanship. Increases damage with bows and guns by 25%. And Scavenger. When picking herbs, occasionally receive an extra upgrade material. So I think this would be useful to get just early on. Right? And we can upgrade Parry. Increases parry efficiency by 25%, dealing greater stun when parrying enemies. I like that as well. We've got one more point to spend. So fighter abilities. Well, let's look at our wizard ones. I'm not going to take a wizard one, but see what's available. Blast. Power attacks with wands explode on impact, dealing reduced stun and explosive damage to nearby enemies. Bounce. Power attacks with wands bounce to a nearby enemy, dealing reduced damage for retaining any elemental accumulation. Wand Mastery increases damage with wands by 25%. And Grimoire Mastery, unlock level 5 Grimoire spells. And we also have Barbaric Shout. Let out a fearsome roar that interrupts enemies and empowers you against larger foes. Your weapon attacks become uninterruptible and do a higher stun. Bleeding Cuts. Power attacks with axes and great swords deal bleed accumulation. Iron Fists is locked. Unarmed attacks are fine quality and can break wooden barriers and explosive barrels. Devastating Criticals. Critical hits with melee weapons deal 30% more damage, and Brawn increases damage to two-handed melee weapons by 25%. Well, I might go back to that. We're gonna stick with this. I mean, health and trying to survive in the early game, especially since I keep finding myself against these high-level bounties. This might be worth it. So after taking damage, slowly regenerate 75% of the last amount of health lost. And I didn't want to take the two-handed melee weapon damage because I've got this equipped. For now.
Whatever the Inquisitor's like, she can't be worse than that bear. Can she?
That's where I need to go. Alright, Brigandine Sleeves, plus 5% power attack damage.
You are full of surprises, Envoy. Still, you have your work cut out for you in Paradis. Enjoy the calm while you can.
I saw something over here. It looks like we access it from outside.
Yeah. The path to Paradis is a tad overgrown, but I can find my way back.
You say so, buddy. I am still split on whether or not I want to use a sword and board or two-handed melee weapon. It might depend on which unique I find first.
Old fella who used to live here ended up in one of those shanties by the dock. Now I see why.
Nice shot! You're mine now! Just like the...
In Rawatai, you don't abandon good supplies. I wonder what happened here.
Oh, someone abandoned good supplies. Where are we even out on the map? Hargrun cache.
That looks valuable. Want to do the honors and open it?
Way above us. Alright. Yeah. Alright, so we'll explore this area, then we can go to camp. Or make the camp that we just found. I'm assuming this will loop back around. Yeah, it looks like it does. Oh. Aha. It's like, this looks like a trap. Oh yeah, a tripwire. Oh.
Stand back. The Living Lands is scattered with old Pargrunan ruins like this. Good builders and explorers. Now, the last of them live in an old keep in Galawain's tusks. This island's never taken kindly to settlers. Right behind you.
Nice! To your left!
Yeah, it feels weird using this dagger after using the hammer.
Yeah.
Hey, so was that my godlike ability that I got? I assume that was a choice I had, right? Yeah. A Torn Pargrin Scroll, Part 1. On the third night, Ivana came to a towering cliff, where the sheer jagged precipice forbade all who might pass. Her pickaxe glanced off the surface. When she threw her rope, it fell back to the ground and found nothing to latch onto. The wall is high, Ivana lamented, and lit her torch as a prayer against the encroaching dusk. I cannot climb, but my path cannot end here. Your path has led you here to challenge you, Mogren said, the voice that seemed to emanate from the flame itself. The stone before you is the same as the stone you stand upon. Your footing will find the way. So Ivana knew what she must do. Alright, Second Wind. Activates when you become incapacitated and restores a portion of your health. If you become incapacitated while Second Wind is on cooldown, you will die. Decrease Second Wind's cooldown and increase the amount of health restored by spending attribute points on resolve. What? Oh, there were barrels on the other side of this wall, weren't there? Yeah, Kai's not going to say anything. Yeah, so I didn't look all the way to the left. I turned Pargrin Scroll Part 2. Ivana snuffed the torch and stepped onto the nearby ledge, and her humble walking boots found a foothold upon the moss. She mustered her courage and reached for the outcropping above her head, proceeding step over step, hand over careful hand. With the last of her strength, she reached the top of the mighty cliff, then turned and watched the last of the sun slip under the waves. I don't understand, Ivana thought aloud again. How did I know where to climb? Only heroes can do such things. Was your mother not a bricklayer? Margaret asked. Hey, I come from a line of masons myself. Yes. Did she not scale the walls of your great keep? Of course she did. Then that is how you knew. Triumph does not come to those born to a greater purpose. It comes to those willing to use the tools they were given. I can get behind that. Maxims of the Pargrunen 2. In older lands it was said, to know the world, first make a map of it. To know the cavern, make a model of it. To know the soil, grow a garden of it. Now it is written in blood, you shall not mistake a model or map for the maxim, which is the truth manifest in the world. You shall not reduce the great to the grubby miniature. You shall not mistake the drain hole for the maelstrom. The taste of the blood is, that which seems clear on the map is tangled in the maxim. Oh gosh. Hey, Boots of the Bricklayer. What do we got here? Plus 10% dodge distance and lesser porter, plus 15 carry capacity. Passed down from one Pargrun to another over the course of generations, these boots remain as sturdy as the day they were made. Your steps feel simultaneously lighter and more confident with them on, and you can feel the weight of the long ages through which they have been handed down. I still think this is better for now. Oh yeah. This seems like the way forward. Let's go back. We got another path we could take. Somewhere. Well, maybe not the path I had in mind. I don't recall where the other path was. It was prior to this, wasn't it? Wasn't here, though. We came from there. No. Well, let's just push forward.
Yeah. Hey, that looks like a totem to your burned queen.
Alright, golden scale of order. We got a 6. The power of command. Activating a companion ability increases your damage for 5 seconds. Restore god totems to replace the party count. The chains of this solid gold scale are surprisingly rigid, almost as if they resist being moved. Seems like everything here.
By the way, now that we've gotten to know each other, let me know if you want to train together. I've been watching your form, and I think we could learn from one another.
You mentioned trading together.
Yeah, I've watched your form as I've gotten to know you, and it's excellent. You're smaller than I am, but I picked up a few tricks from seeing the way you move on the battlefield. I'm happy to return the favor if there's anything I can teach you.
You put a lot of power into your attacks. Well, let's do this. You can withstand a lot of damage. I want to know how you stay on your feet.
Some of that is sheer stubbornness, but I can give you some pointers on your stance, too. That's it. You got the hang of it. I look forward to seeing what you can do when we get back out there tomorrow. In the meantime, get some rest.
Oh wow, +2 to Constitution. We trade again?
Nothing like a campfire and a good sea breeze, is there? And I've got answers. Some of them may even be true. Get some rest, Envoy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we have,
Hilgard doesn't seem like the kind of man you'd send to the frontier, does he? You seem much better suited to it.
I don't have the totem base. Alright, let's see what the upgrades are for our other uniques. So we have Sheath in Summer. We have Burning Pyre. Full combo attack deals moderate fire accumulation to nearby enemies. And Flint and Iron. A successful parry deals high fire accumulation to the attacking enemy. I actually have enough to upgrade some of these now. No. I was curious if I could... Do the armors and stuff not have, the same enchanting upgrades? They did in the previous games. Well, either way. Yes, we have +4 to our Constitution because of Kai and our armor. If I equip that amulet we found, we'll have 4 resolve. I don't know that I want to... This is a cool detail. We actually have a little alarm system set up around the camp. I don't waste my resources yet. We're about to go look at a bunch of merchants as well. They might sell uniques that I want to use instead. So before I get caught up exploring all of this area, let's head back to the city. Well, first, let's go see if we can buy more lockpicks.
What harm could some new armor do? Time to resupply?
Nice to see you again. How can Walter be of assistance?
I found this amulet with your name on it.
I'm sorry, I don't buy... That's it. That's my amulet. Daggerta gave me this. We had a fight, and she accused me of throwing it away before we left Deerwood. I did bring it with me, but I lost it while I was out, procuring more wares. I can't believe you found it.
Deerwood. The Deerwood is a former Adirian colony. Deerwoodans fought for and won their independence in 2672. Later they fought in the Saints' War and suffered the effects of the Hollowborn Crisis, which is resolved in Pillars of Eternity 1. Constant turmoil and political upheaval have made the Deerwood a cautionary tale about the futility of colonization. You can prove to Daggerda that you never tossed it away.
Perhaps. Or perhaps our ship has sailed. Regardless, I'll know I have it. And that's enough for now.
Well, here, take it.
How can I even thank you? You don't know the weight you've lifted from my heart.
Now, let's see what you have for sale. Nothing worth buying.
Heard you.
Tell me, it was you who found the amulet, yes?
I did, yes. On the body of a convicted smuggler.
Huh. Typical of this place. Nothing is ever lost that can't be purchased at markup from the black market. Now I have some apologies to make. I can't say I'm thrilled about that. But maybe things can get better between us. With time. And abundant beverages.
Alright, well, I'm going to call it here, and next time we will enter the city of Paradis. But for now, thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next one.